One percenters, welcome back. Coach Tommy here. I'm going to take you through 10 exercises that I do. It's summer season, so that means separation season. So for you basketball players out there, this is a good thing for you to do, watch, learn. So this is basically what I do, and I'm old and I don't even play that much anymore. So this is just for me to stay in shape. For you guys, you should be doing way more than this. So I'm going to go through 10 exercises. Feel free to skip ahead if you want. But go ahead, let's just follow along, and I'll try to explain as I go. It's kind of hard to explain while I'm working out, but I'll do my best. So first one that I do is it's a staple. It's a staple all the time. It's just a Bulgarian split squat. Some people call it rear foot elevated split squat. I got my rack set up. I just have a foam roller hanging around back here, and all you do is throw a leg up. Okay, so I'll just do this. If you want to add weight, you can add weight. I'm jumping a little bit. I'm jumping a little bit to get a little bit of plyometrics in here. Normally, I would say go anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. But I've been working out for so long that I go by feel. So rear foot elevated squat, first one. Next, I have my band set up to underneath the rig. It's basically like a low budget, poor man's Vertimax. I started out with no bands, and then I graduated to red, and then I graduated to red and black, and then I have them hooked up here to a fat grips to also work my grip while I'm doing this. So give it a hold, and isometrics are very important for basketball. A lot of times you're landing in a spot and your feet have to be perfectly set, ready to jump. So isometrics are huge in terms of tendon strength and leg strength. So just holding these, the harder you pull, I would say this is at least 100 pounds, I don't know. So isometrics are typically the hardest one. Looks like you're not doing much, but you get as much out of it as you put in. So I'll stagger my feet. So this is more like a shooting position for me. Right foot forward, left foot back. My legs are shaking right now. Sometimes when you're going the other way, okay, left, right. If I'm going to the right, you're gonna need your left foot in front of your right to shoot that controlled fade one way. Isometric hold with the band. All right, so that's number 2. Let me see if I can move you guys a little bit for number 3. Next one is can you guys see yourself? That's you guys. That's you guys. You guys are just on my foam roller, just hanging out with me if you were working out. So I have this strap, this big old strap, and it's attached to the back of the rig to the resistance bands. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a gun switch here. Gun switch, remember the stances that I talked about, banana, Dorito, and gun. So practicing and getting used to the gun. All right, I think that's probably good for you guys. So I'll get into this. Try not to lose the mic here. So that gun, okay, and then just switching. Can you plant that back foot ready to take off, right? So gun switch is basically down here and switching. Okay, and you're teaching your body those angles, and this thing is pretty heavy, pulling me back. So if I relax it, it'll just yank me back like that, right? This is not, it's not a joke, right? There's 4 bands attached to that. Breathing heavy off of a few switches there. So back foot, lean, right? Hinge, not here, not that banana that I talked about. Definitely not here in the Dorito. Okay, hinge, back foot, jump. Like this one, it's not as good. So I've been working on that, obviously. So that'll be the set there. A few of those and you get your heart rate up pretty quick. So intermixing strength-based stuff, power-based stuff, isometric-based stuff. I'm obviously a trained athlete. Wouldn't take most athletes through all of this at the same time in small cycles. But as you guys work out, there's different cycles. If you guys followed me on the one-legged jump transformation, that's much more of a speed and elastic. So today, it's just a variety because I've been doing heavy for the past couple weeks. And so today I'm ready to mix it up. All right, exercise 3, gun switches. Number 4, pretty basic, trap bar deadlift. So I got it here. Trap bar for you basketball players is probably the first piece of equipment you should have. It's super versatile. If you don't have a barbell, I mean outside of the barbell. Can you see? All right, so on this one, there's a lower one and a higher one, and I'm 6'1", so I'm going on the higher side. You don't need the full depth, but all right. That's not that heavy. That's 100. Oh, like 135. Speed is different than power. So since I'm doing all these 10, this one's gonna be a little bit on the lighter side. It's probably about, I could probably throw on another 100 pounds on that thing. It's not completely about the weight that you're pushing, right? Especially for sports plyometrics. It's about the speed that you guys can push it at and the mobility and freedom to move. So if you can lift heavy weights and you can't move, you can't cut, I mean, it's useless strength unless you're doing a strength-based type of event like powerlifting or something like that, when you don't have to actually move and cut. So keeping your strength, but you need your acceleration, agility, mobility. What's next? Trap bar deadlift. That was a trap bar deadlift. Sometimes I'll jump with that. Next is all right, let's see. Kind of feeling good this morning. A little sore, but you kind of blocked that out. So this is 100. I don't know. So sometimes you can do a trap bar squat jump or a trap bar jump. Let's see if I can land soft. If I'm not landing soft today, I'm gonna bail on the exercise. All right. That wasn't bad. So if you could do that, do it. All right, next, trap bar deadlift. So a little extra exercise for you guys. Next will be a RDL on these slant boards. Can you see? You guys got to let me know if videos that are entertaining or informational, or I don't know what you're looking for. Some of you guys are very curious about what I do for workouts. So this is pretty common. So this thing's here we go. Okay, feet angled in a little bit on this. Okay, knees go out, hinge over at the back. This is how you strengthen up that low back, strengthen up the hamstrings. So this is rounded. Hard to talk and work out and focus and feel like The Rock here, man. Welcome to the Iron Paradise. RDL, hinged over, back straight on that. RDL different from the Jefferson curl, which will be next, which is the straight legs, but rounded back. Okay, so I'm here, feet are out, legs are straight. This one I'm rounding my back. And the goal is to get my wrist to kind of break my toes here. To feel good pull in the calves and the hamstrings on this. Start very light if you're gonna do this. This thing is I think this is a 20 pound. This is a 20-pound ball. This one I'm the most cautious with when I'm working out. I progressively get heavier with this one very, very slowly. And my depth is looking pretty good. Usually by the second set or so, the depth will be better and better. RDL, slam board, Jefferson curl, slam board. What else do I got next? I need to take a little break and do something a little easier here. Got to break up your workouts. Keep it. So those are all the big muscle groups, right? So lunges, trap bar deadlifts. So down here I got the bands hooked up right to my weight tree. And it's just a simple thing here. I'm just gonna sit down and do a kind of a smaller leg exercise. Okay, you guys should be doing your tibs. Okay, a lot of times I'll do wall tibs at the gym. Have my guys do wall tibs pretty much every day. It looks awful, they're young. They don't know what they're doing. Okay, just get this thing, can you see? Yeah, there you go. Okay, and I'm just going circles. And when my ankle's fighting it, it's like shaking. It's like shaking that. So you need that ankle mobility if you're gonna cut, coming off of screens hard. These are the ones that, I don't know, they start burning immediately and then get your legs on fire pretty quick. So counterclockwise, clockwise, and you can see I'm stretching this band pretty far. Just progress at your pace. And I can hear some cracking and stuff in my ankle, which is good. I need to get that new mobility. I've sprained probably my ankle at least 10 times before I wised up and really started digging into how to fix the whole thing. Hips, ankles, calves. Right, a lot of the ankle injuries actually stem from your hips. It burns. Like Can barely get that foot up on this one. There we go. So it burns real good on the tibs right here, this little front muscle. Yikes. Sometimes it's the little ones that burn the most. So those are the tibs, and then I'll get you down here on the double calf raise. Have a little memory foam pad here, not memory foam, balance foam pad. Okay, go up and then out, up, out, up, out, up, out, up, out, double calf raise, up, out. So show you here. Is this better? All right. Up, out, up, out, up, out. So I'm holding the thing just for balance because this thing is wobbly in itself, and when you're doing this, you don't really want to focus too much on your balance. You want to focus on really activating those muscles. Up, out, up, out, up, out. If I didn't hold this rail, I'd be focusing too much on just maintaining balance, and I don't need that right now. Up, out, up. So it should be two distinct movements. Up, out, up, and then out. That burns, man, that burns. So you could do this both legs. All right, and then the next one is just a double calf raise. And this one's the giddy up, where I just have you lift up, or I call these Michael Jacksons, right? So your knees are just bent and we're just working the soleus. Okay, my knees are bent the whole way and I'm just telling my ankle to move up. They're already cramping. So from the back view, knees, hips, all bent, and then I'm just moving my knees forward. My left calf is feeling it for sure. All right. Double calf raise, soleus, or Michael Jackson's. Next, a lot of you guys, I'm sure, or know, the knees over toes guys. He has a lot of stuff that I agree with, a lot of stuff I don't agree with. He's just the epitome of complete hard work and engineering a lot of stuff, and he's very stiff. I know he does a lot of mobility stuff, but he doesn't move fluidly. He doesn't move naturally. It looks very stiff to me, but he is super strong. I will give him that. He is super strong. I love him for who he is. I mean, he's a seeming like a pretty legit dude, pretty straight up guy. So this one I got from him. It's just a KOT lunge. So I do some weights with it, and I do it also on the slant board. So hold a couple weights, couple light weights, and then build that mobility in your hips and your ankles. If you guys aren't flexible in your hip flexors around here, I mean, that'll be pretty hard for you guys. Let me turn this and give you, I don't know, a better angle. Do a couple more. Nice long stride and then really sinking down. as close as I can to the floor without touching the floor. That little bang of the knee on the bottom actually helps quite a bit to get back up, so I don't want that. Yeah! Not the quad burning, the hip flexor stretching on the left. That's what's getting me. Woo! What's your favorite Bang flavor? Today's drink is brought to you by Power Punch Bang Super Creatine. Aminos. What exercise are we on? Tibs, calf raise. We've done everything. Got a little speed skater, and then speed skater is just going left and right. Speed skater, so we can work some lateral stuff. Everything so far, especially the knees over toes guys, a lot of it is just linear. So that's why he looks very stiff in a lot of movements, not fluid. And fluid is the goal. Fluid is the goal. So sometimes you might be limited by strength. Sometimes you might be limited by mobility. And sometimes you're limited by coordination or timing. So you need all three of those things to really be fluid, powerful, and graceful. You can be very, very strong and brute force your way through a lot of things. So don't always correlate strength with power. It doesn't always happen like that. So you're not going to see big old power lifters looking very fluid or movement naturally when they're running or throwing or something like that. All right, speed skaters. So I'll show you like a mild version. So speed skaters is really important for basketball because a lot of the speed skaters is cutting step backs. So speed skaters is super duper important. And you want to be hinged. You want to be slightly hinged at the waist. Slightly hinged at the waist. All right. So jump, 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 jump. Right, can you get in and out of those cuts? Can you make one big cut and get out of the hole? Or don't be stuck in the hole, like I'll call it. So a lot of players, they'll make a jab and their whole body will shift to the left, and then it takes forever for them to get out of that jab or that cut. Or if they're here and their whole body shifts this way, it takes forever for them to come back. So you have to have your core engaged for you to pop in and out of cuts. So speed skaters are really good for developing some of that. So, woo! Speed skaters. We'll go a couple more. Oh man. So these ones don't feel as easy because, there we go. Oh, they start degrading. And that's when you want to stop. You start getting worse and worse as you keep getting tired and tired. So you got to give yourself 30 seconds to a minute break between to get some ATP back into your legs and energy. Usually 30 seconds to 1 minute will recoup 80% that quickly to get 80% of your power back. And then the rest of the 20 takes another 3 to 5 minutes. But usually 30 seconds to a minute. And then you can recover pretty well and you'll be able to get roughly 80% output. Woo! All right, so I think that's the 10 that I set out to do. A lot of times everything will get going and then my body will be feeling good, you know, feeling mobile and everything feels good. Start your day off right. And then I'll end up doing a bunch of other stuff and I'll start discovering stuff, or I'll start inventing stuff or create stuff, think about stuff that I can do with my clients to help them out and stuff like that. So if I'm Nikola Jokic's trainer, Felipe something, I mean, call me up, man. Let's figure out some stuff together. I'm gonna do a couple more varied squat jumps real quick to finish off my workout. Just looking for some weights here. All right. Whee! Plyometrics. Don't do it with overly heavy weights. You don't want to slow down the speed of your jumps too much. Varied squat jumps, a couple light dumbbells, keeping my elasticity and reactivity. Some pogos. All right, guys, I had enough of y'all. Tired of talking to y'all while I'm working out. It's really distracting. But I don't know, let me know if this stuff is fun, entertaining, I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see. Which of those exercises you want me to go more into depth about, or if you want me to just continue to let you come along on some of these workouts. All right, guys, as always, until next time, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace out.